Welcome to EnrichPoint, and in this video we're going to be talking about epSpeak, the AAC app, and specifically around designing categories. Now you're probably wondering, why would you want to design categories? There is a bunch of free categories that are available in the epSpeak mobile app in the gallery, so you can download those and make them available to your user. But there are going to be a ton of situations where you're going to want to create your own categories. And it could be because at this particular stage in your child's life, you want to spend some time teaching them something very specific, and you want to create a category with all the items that they can look at and relate to and understand, or something that you can teach them. So, how do we go about creating these categories? There's actually a number of different ways depending on what you're trying to do. So, once you're logged into the enrichpoint.com site and you open up the epSpeak Caregiver Portal, you will see the end users uh, menu item right here, and you're able to click on that. It will show you all the end users in your family, the first one being the default one selected, and it will show you all the categories that they currently have on their epSpeak app. Now, you can remove any categories that you don't want in there. You can also assign other categories. This is just the same as going into the actual epSpeak mobile app, going into gallery and downloading the categories there. So I can click on assign category. It will show you family categories. These are all the categories that your caregivers in your family, it could be any one of them, has created. And then you can also click on free categories and it will show you all those. So, for example, let's say you want to spend some time teaching your child or your special needs adult about the body so that they can tell you when something hurts and they can point to it, or at least click on the button or the item and tell you, okay, I have a tummy ache. So we have a category called body. You can click on assign. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to jump over here. And when I click on assign, you'll see this is my end user using the epSpeak app. I'm going to click on assign for body, and it will start assigning that to my end user. And you see, all of a sudden, it recognized that on the mobile app, and it will start downloading that to the app, to every device that that user is logged into using that epSpeak app. It should be fairly quick. I think there's only about 8 or 10 items in there. Okay, so there you see body came up at the very beginning. I can now click on that, and it will show you all these items. You've got head, hand, foot with arrows pointing to them, and they'll be able to click on those. It will bring up the image, it will say the word, etc. We have the ones that are the categories that are available for free have a bunch of languages that they support, so these can be translated as well. So that's one way to create or add new categories. Now, when I go back to people, this one's an interesting one because I've created these as just being very cartoon-like. I would say in most situations, what you probably want is something very customized to your family. So you don't want a cartoon picture of mom. You want an actual picture of the mother, actual picture of the dad. Instead of grandma, maybe you call her Grandma Joe. Or instead of brother, his name is Frank. You can customize these if you want to. Now I'll show you how to do that. Let's go back over here. We're going to close this. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to this category designer, right? This is in the caregiver portal. And this is what you'll see. So, few ways to create categories here. First of all, I'm going to go to browse templates. This will show you all the categories that we have access to. And you can see we've got people over here. You can click on clone, and that will actually create a clone of this people category, and adds it to your family's categories. So you can go to my categories. You can see these are in draft. I've already done this. I've called it people for son. And the reason is, if I expand this out, you'll see all those pictures. The last one, it says me, and having a generic picture of yeah, a person is not super helpful when it comes to me. So you'd probably want a picture of your son in there. And if you have your daughter using it, you may have people for daughter or people for the name of your daughter and a picture of her there. So this is a really easy way for you to then uh, look at this, click on edit. It will open up the designer, right? You'll be able to change the main image by clicking on this little pencil and upload an image. And it could be maybe a family portrait. You can change the category name, the description, scroll down, and you can start to customize all of these. And notice you can actually play what the audio will sound like. You can also record your own. This is going to be situations where your special needs child or adult will react better to hearing mom's voice. So maybe mom can record all these names. All right, so that's one way to create a category based on other categories. There's also this new category button. This is you manually creating the category. So here you can upload an image. You can ask AI to generate if you want to, give it a category name and description, and then you can add as many items as you want. Uh, and that's one way where you drag and drop images. Maybe you have photos of something that your child likes to do, so you want to just upload them right here. You can do that as well. You can put in the text, type it in of what you want it to be. It defaults to English. You can click on add language and add any number of other languages if you want to type in those values as well. Okay, now let's take a look at the AI generate button. So this actually takes it to another level where you actually say, I want to create an entire category, including images, text, items, their text values, and the audio, and translating into whatever language I want, all done by AI. So let's say I want our pets. Or actually, let's do something different. Let's just say pets. And we'll just say variety of pets that live in the home. And the reason why I might want to do this is I want pictures of all the possible pets we could have in the house because we want to buy one, but we want our child's input into which one they want. Right. So you could say, what kind you want. Maybe you like cartoon or realistic. In here, you might say something like each image should be of a particular pet that can live in the house. They should be sitting or laying on a blanket, on a bed, surrounded by toys that are appropriate for them. Uh, it should look like we are seeing them from the eyes of an adult, height, and the pet should look friendly. It will ask you how many items you want to create. You can also put in some examples like you want dog, cat, guinea pig, mouse, etc. The category or the catalog type is going to be family. That's always going to be the case. And then you click on generate and it will go off and actually generate the images for that entire category. Now, I'm not going to click that because it's AI. It does take a little bit of time to generate all of this. So it's going to create 6+1 images. It's going to create all the text. It's going to create the images, uh, the audio, the text translations, the audio for all of these. Yeah, so it's going to take a little bit of time. What I'm going to do, I'm going to jump back and close this. And the categories, I've already done this. I've already created pets. So you can see it's already created a category image. It's created dog, a cat, right? So I can go in here. I can customize these if I want to, or I can publish them. So it's saving the draft. It'll then publish it. It'll check for policy compliance. So that's important for us because we want to make sure that nothing that we generate or get sent to special needs device has anything offensive. So we just go through and checking. If something is found, we will get notified of it and it will go through an approval process. All right, we can scan up to the top here. You can see that it's now published. It has category published as version 1, audio 3 generated, 0 case, 0 errors. Okay, so we are good now. Now, let's jump back to this view. We're going to go back to my categories, go back to my dashboard. We'll go back to our end user, and we're going to try something. We're going to go and assign a category, and now we have two here. We've got pets and people for some. Let's assign the pets. And now it's gone and downloaded it automatically. I can click on the pets and now they appear. It was that easy. So super easy to start generating your own categories. Like I said, it's really important that you look at this as a way of trying to teach your child or your adult certain things, and now you can actually customize these and create your own, right? It just depends on where you are in the stage of life of what you want to teach them. Which is also something really good for things like ABA therapists and speech therapists to also be able to create their own custom categories and assign them uh, to their uh, to their users. Okay, hopefully this really helps. I think this is actually a really cool feature of epSpeak by creating your own categories. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at support@enrichpoint.com. If you haven't tried this yet, you can go and get a 7-day trial of the Caregiver Portal. So just go to enrichpoint.com/epspeak and you'll be able to get the trial right there. Appreciate your time, everybody. Thank you.